Aloha ina, and welcome to Voices of Truth, brought to you by the Kealoha Foundation. I'm Mehukekahu Cardwell, and we're here today on Maui in our never-ending quest of finding people who are actively involved in creating a better Hawaiian nation. We're very proud to have with us as a guest on the show today, Kealoha Pa. Kealoha, aloha, welcome to the show. How are you?
Morning.
We have you on the show today because you're somebody very special. You do some things that not a whole lot of other people do. And you're a native Hawaiian who is an artist who creates beautiful works of art. And we wanted to have you here today to talk about your art, how you do them, what they mean to you, and how this affects other people. So let's start at the beginning and talk about where you grew up, where you're born, and where you grew up.
Let's see. I was born in Molokai. Lived there, I guess, for maybe 1 or 2 years, and then I was raised by my grandmother Nanakuli. And then from there, I went to Guam.
Wow.
I went to Guam from 2nd grade till about high school.
Why Guam?
My stepfather worked for the Navy, so he worked for the civil service there. It was an experience, you know, real country living down there.
Yeah, I'll bet. Then you came back here to Hawaii.
Yes, I finished high school in Kamehameha.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then came to Maui, huh?
No, I went a lot more other places before I came to Maui. Maui was the last stop on my journey. You know, I went from Guam, and then Hawaii, then I went to the school in the mainland, went to art school for a little while, gave that up, got married, got a family.
Wow.
Worked at various jobs that I hated, you know.
What were some of the jobs?
Milkman, middle gold milkman, bellboy, policeman, HPD. I did that for 5 years and got tired of doing that.
Wow.
Got into the jet ski business. Then I got tired of Honolulu, so I said, I got to go back to Guam. So I went back to Guam and opened a jet ski rental company on a little island, Cocos Island. And then I got remarried. My wife said, you got to quit that job. That's not work. That's only play. I was teaching all the Japanese girls how to ride. She said, that ain't work. We'll get a real job. I go, okay, I'll get a real job. So I started selling carpet. Hawaiian selling carpet.
That's kind of close to jet ski, right?
No, total opposites. But I needed to work because I had a wife that better go work. Okay. Then I got it from there. After carpeting, I was doing these hotels, and they said, "Oh, we need to furnish our hotel. Like, can you do it?" I said, "Sure. Just give me the money. I'll do them." You know. So I learned how to be a furniture supplier real quick.
Wow.
Then I went to Asia, and that got me into my art. While working there with the furniture companies in Asia, I came across this technique which is called batik on wood. I saw little jewelry boxes with paintings on them, and I said, if I could learn how to do that, then I can create stuff that nobody else got, you know. And I figured, then I can go back to Hawaii and maybe earn a living, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I stayed there for a few months in Asia, and I got into the factory, and I went spy. I went learn how to do this technique. And I said, okay, now that I know how, what I'm going to do with them. So I came home for a little while, then I went to California, check out the art scene there. And then I got a call. Guam said, hey, they need you back here. All these hotels need art. I said, oh, okay, I'll go back. So I kind of did a lot of art in Guam for a while, and one of my friends said, why don't you go back to Hawaii? I said, I don't know if I'm good enough. You don't get too much competition. She said, you can. You go. And I said, okay, I'll go. So I came home, and I just do my little thing in this whole picture of the art scene here, and I'm surviving. I'm not violent or anything like that, but I'm not a starving artist either, you know what I mean?
Yeah, very good. very good. So you took quite a long about route to get to your art, didn't you?
I think all the experiences help create the final product. And
Yeah.
if I never left the island, I would never be doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to get away
Yeah.
to see the rest of the world so you can come back and bring what you want to learn. And that's kind of what I did when I went to Asia. I saw these new things going on. I went suck them in like one sponge because, you know, their techniques and the things they do, you know, you would never learn here unless you went away. And for me to do that, you know, I was like a little kid. I wanted to learn more and more of things that related to what I felt, you know, which was my art.
Yeah, very good. So all those life experiences you had were like pieces to the puzzle, you know, placing them in the puzzle that finally brought you to, hey, I want to do art here. This is my, the avenue.
Yeah, well, visiting that place and then also all the different jobs I had that I hated, you know what I mean? I hated going to work sometimes. Policemen, I call in sick all the time. Hey, I'm sick. Oh, you sick again? Your day off was yesterday. I'm sick.
Okay, now I want to ask you a question, Kealoha. How long you been drawing? How long you been an artist? At what age did you start?
Since I was kindergarten,
No kidding.
you know, I've always been like the best in the art class. You know what I mean? You know, when they teach you, you know, from small kid time, I was teaching a teacher. You know what I mean?
No
They was teaching me stuff that I can do that.
Wow.
You know, okay, you go to the next class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not in this class.
Yeah, yeah. And so you came back here and you started to do art, huh? The process you learned over in Asia,
Mm-hmm.
called batik, you started to do here.
Yeah, when I came back, and well, that's in a point in my life where I decided to be an artist, which was like 20 years ago after all those other jobs. And I came back to Hawaii because my kids were getting older, and I figured you got to spend time with them before you mock it, you know what I mean?
But you do consider this to be your mission, don't you? The work that you do now.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about that for us. Tell us tell us how the mission speaks to you. What does it say? How does it move you to create these works of art?
Well, to me, every person has a mission in life, you know. God somehow says, okay, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Sometimes the person never finds out what their mission going to be, you know what I mean? Sometimes they find out too late. For me, after living my 30 years, before I decided I'm going to be an artist, I did so much other things that I wasn't really good at, and I never really enjoyed. So I started thinking, what do I really love to do? And then, you know, and what am I good at? This is my art. I love my art, and it's easy. I said, that must be my mission. You know, if my art can make your life a little better than what it is, then I did my mission. So, well, that's what I do. I do my art. And it's not about money. It's about just doing my mission, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love to do what I do, and if you like what I do, okay, we can talk story. We work out a deal, no need too much money. If we got what I want, I got what you want, we trade. You know what I mean? You got fish, I got the art, I'll take your fish. You know what I mean?
Kealoha, how would you describe your art? I know there's a word for it called batik, but let's set that aside. How would you describe your art?
Let's say art with aloha. How's that? Aloha art.
Aloha art.
Yeah.
And
what is aloha? Aloha is from the heart. You know, some of the kapunas used to see my stuff. They said, "Brian, your paintings, everything come from the heart." They see that already. And not too many people can see that. The older ones can see. You know, they see what comes from the heart.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, one thing I observe about your art, Kealoha, is that it's not art like a lot of art that's hung on the wall that is static, and after a while you don't notice it anymore as you walk by it. Your art is right smack dab in the middle of people's lives. That's the way you created it purposefully, yeah?
Yeah, to me, art should be functional, should be part of your everyday life. It should help you make your life more colorful, more pretty, more beautiful. And I put my art on everyday things, not just for hang on the wall. And I do it on furniture, uh, room dividers, or wicker chairs, on whatever I can. I paint them,
Yeah.
But it should be part of your life, every day, not just on the wall for decoration. I kind of call it like functional art.
Functional art.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Let's talk about this piece behind us right here, this screen. Can you describe this to us? And I know there's a story behind who you made this for and how it came to be that you decided to do this piece.
Yeah, this is my guitar room divider. I did this for my roommate from college, George Kawamoku. He has his concert series at the Ritz-Carlton, and he had all these instruments on the stage, and it looked kind of messy, you know what I mean? So I said, I got to go make something for cover that mess, and yet still be part of the show. So I said, okay, he play guitar, I'm going to play guitars. And I made this just for cover the amps and stuff, I said, okay, but you can do that. Then I'll leave them over there, and if somebody, customer comes see, they go, order. So that's why I did this one. And I left it for like 6 months, and nobody went call, so I wouldn't take them back. I'll find another customer.
I'm sure you got a lot of compliments on it, though, yeah?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Yeah.
As an artist, you got to learn how to expose your art too, so it can get out there. You don't want it all stuck in the warehouse.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
you cannot go buy food.
Yeah, yeah. So people have to see your art and experience it and have it touch them.
Well, hopefully it touches them. That's not a guarantee. You know what I mean? Art is all part of the beholder. Some people will see it and like it, and others won't. But you cannot please everybody.
Well,
and I'm not here to please everybody.
Sure. I'll tell you, your art touched me when we're taping this segment today in your studio, and it's a phenomenal place where, you have many different pieces of art laid out here you're working on in many different stages of completion. And before we taped, I watched you work on a piece, and I saw that you work very quickly and with great focus and deliberation, like you know exactly what's supposed to be there. Can you talk a little bit about that? How does the inspiration come to you? How do you know what to draw and what colors to make things?
I don't know if I could put that into it. It's just part of your artistic creativity. After doing it so many times, you know what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What colors to mix with and the shades and the.
What about the inspiration, though? Initially there's something blank. There's nothing there, and then you come up with something. Where does that come from?
Oh, I don't know. Someplace in here.
Yeah.
The faucet.
Faucet, yeah.
The artistic faucet.
Yeah.
Comes into here and then, ta-da! I don't know where it comes from, but it's in there. Get plenty inside,
Yeah, I can tell. So it's deep inside you. It comes out, comes through your arms, and makes it real in the physical world, huh?
Yeah. Your creativity. Let's say your certain piece that you're going to do. It may be with regard to maybe your experiences or in life. Say it's a death of a friend or a place you visit. The feeling you get of the place you visit. You visualize it. You see it. And you go home, you say, I got to capture that one on something, on a table, on a room divider. And that's where I get my subject matter, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Very good. Kealoha, I'd like to talk about a couple of pieces here we have with us today. First of all, there's a beautiful table here right in front of us. This is really, really gorgeous, a gorgeous piece. Talk a little bit about this for us, would you?
Yeah, this is a tea leaf table, my red tea leaf. This part is done on koa. This is bamboo, and it's framed in mango. I kind of try to use indigenous materials with indigenous subject matter. to create totally one-of-a-kind piece. And that's about where that, there's not really a big spiritual thing behind this one.
No.
It was just, I wanted to, I had this vision of this tea leaf.
Very good.
That
How long did it take you to make something like this?
This takes about a week to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What, that is a beautiful, beautiful piece.
Thank you.
Beautiful piece. Yeah. I know that before I leave your studio today, I'm going to purchase a couple of pieces myself.
I'll leave you discount.
I want to hold up to the camera here a couple of smaller pieces that you did, and have you talk about these, because I know you do things of all different sizes, don't you?
Yeah, these are prints of the originals that I did for a couple of my friends. This top piece is underwater. This is half of a big mural that I did for my friend Boy Negrillo and Molokai. This is for his new house. And then the bottom piece was for my other classmate from Kamehameha, Leslie Hiranaka. This is for his headboard for his bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is, the original of this is actually somebody's headboard.
Yeah, it's a 6-foot wide piece behind his bed.
Wow.
And it got selected by the Haleiwa Art Festival, which is in 2 weeks, as a T-shirt design for the festival. So
Wow.
I told my friend Les, hey, painting gonna cost more now.
It's quite an honor to have this selected as the artwork that goes on the T-shirt for the Haleiwa Art Festival.
Really? They're sending me some shirts, so I want to see what they look like. I hope they got my size.
Well, I hope they have my size too. Good. Kealoha, I'd like to bring up a couple of other pieces I looked at before we started to tape the segment here, and I'd like to share them with the viewers and have you talk a little bit about them. Tell us what this one is here.
This is a koa piece that I did for my classmate Les. This was done for his living room, to decorate his living room. It's done on koa. It's about 5 feet by 4 feet, and he told me, Rick, I got this big wall in my house that needs something, I said, okay, I'll find something for you. And this is what I came up with.
Wow. How did you come up with the inspiration for that design?
I mean, for me, when I do my artwork, I basically just start off with an empty piece of wood, and I start with one leaf, and I just keep adding.
Wow.
I cannot say what the thing will look like when I start, but usually, when I'm done, then okay.
So you have no idea what this is going to look, you have no preconceived notions of what it's going to look like before you start, huh?
Yeah, but sometimes I do, but not all of it. I don't really need to visualize it in my mind. I can just start with one empty piece, and start off with the first leaf, and you compose as you go along. Like somebody writing one song, they compose the words. I compose my art the same way.
So your art speaks to you, doesn't it?
I guess, yeah. Tells me where they want to go on the picture.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Let's look at another one here. This is a beautiful one, I think. Just gorgeous. Tell us about this one, if you would.
Well, that's another koa piece that I did. I wanted to do a hula dancer, and my cousin gave me some pictures of her daughter. I said, okay, I'll just work with some poses and find the right pose. So this was what I came out with on this one. Yeah.
Wow. And how long ago did you do this one?
Oh, that one about a few years ago, 2-3 years, yeah.
Wow.
In fact, yeah, that's the one I gave to Hiko.
No kidding.
Yeah, to the organization.
Wow, that's beautiful. Very beautiful. How many pieces do you work on at any given time, Kealoha?
At any given time?
Yeah.
Right now, I think I got about 40.
40? Whoa. That's a lot.
I'm a busy man.
You are a busy man. And I notice over here, and we're gonna take a look at those, some baskets that you're doing. Tell us about those.
Oh, yeah, that's my new line of, my new creation, my wicker basket art. I guess it's part of my functional art theme. I created this product, which is wicker with art, with my art on top of it. And that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I got like 40 pieces that I'll do. And I've got like 400 baskets coming in, and so I've got 400 more paintings to do. What I mean?
You are a busy guy. So people can use these wicker baskets in their home.
Oh, yes. Yes. You know, if you want whatever you like, hide. You know, put them in the basket. You know, rubbish or the kids' toys. But they were kind of made for like, you know, nice quilt. You can put them inside, and then when you like show them, you open them up and share. Or if you like put blanket and pillow for when the family come over, there you go, look right in there. Just grab everything what you need, but put them back, yeah? Fold them up when you pile.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
And they can be used, like I say, for storage or for a coffee table. You know, for people in an apartment, no more too much space.
Yeah, yeah, very
So,
good.
so it's what you call functional art. You can use them, and you can look at them, appreciate, and it'll help enhance your whole ambience of your interior.
Very good. Are your pieces just in private collections and private homes, or do you have any on public display anywhere?
Oh, yeah, I've done, 20 years. I got stuff all over the world already, you know what I
I
mean?
bet you do.
Restaurants, homes, hotels. And, people like what you do, then you can sell them and make some more, you know?
Yeah, yeah, very good. Kealoha, I'd like to talk a little bit now. I'm sure there are some viewers who are watching our show. Maybe they're young people, maybe they're middle-aged, maybe they're old people who've said, well, geez, I've always wanted to draw, I've tried to draw, but I just never had the confidence in myself to really step out there and really try to do some art. What would you say to them? What would your message be to those people?
My message would be to believe in yourself. Believe, and don't let anything get in your way of achieving or believing in yourself. I was at that point before I became an artist, and like one of my friends in Guam says, "Why don't you go to Hawaii and do your stuff over there?" And I said, "I don't know if I'm good enough. Those people are professionals." I was ashamed. I said, they told me, "You shouldn't be ashamed. You're just as good as them." I said, "Oh, really? Okay, I'll go in then." So that's why I'm here. And I know. Now I can compete against anybody over here.
Yeah.
But I guess I had to listen to them for telling me that.
Yeah, very good.
You know.
You had to listen to somebody else tell you, hey, you're good enough, Kealoha. You
Yeah.
can do this. You can do this. So somebody who is saying, well, he can do this now. I mean, Chuck's, he's been doing this for more than 20 years, but, I mean, it's just me. I know can.
No, it boils back down to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who gonna believe in you? You can't ask anybody else because you don't believe in yourself. You got them. That's all you get is yourself. And if you don't believe, away. You know what I mean?
Away, yeah. Do you teach people? Do you have students?
No, I don't. Not right now. I guess not too many people interested in my technique of work. There were some, but they were only in it for the money, and that's not what I'm about. I'm not going to pass on this because you like make money. No, I'm going to pass this on because you like share what you get. That's why those people never learn.
Well, I think there are probably a lot of people that are interested in what you do, and I know there's going to be a whole lot more after they see the show and see your beautiful pieces of artwork on here. Kealoha, we talk about people active in helping build a better Hawaiian nation. How do you see your artwork fit in there? What's your piece there, the artwork you create? How does that help build a better Hawaiian nation?
I don't know about building Hawaiian nation, but it might make the place look nice, you know. But maybe if what I do will help inspire other young children, to believe in themselves and go forth and be successful and be creative and help contribute to the whole part of our life, then maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
But as far as I cannot say this table going to help the Hawaiian nation, I cannot. I don't know how, unless I sell them and give them the money.
Well, everything does, as you know. You talked a little bit earlier about how you see things and you see right to the root of something in order to draw it, to illustrate. Yeah.
Well, and so that is just the eye of an artist. It's got nothing to do with Hawaiian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? you know, the difference between artists and the difference between the average person is how they absorb what they see. I mean, some people just pass by and not see a thing, but an artist will pass by and see, whoa, that's, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then they absorb, they remember the colors of the tree, the color of the ocean, what bird was over there, the sunset. Those are things artists, you know, absorb, and we keep, when we go back, and if it really grabs us, oh, boom, the picture's stuck in the head. Go home, get the pencil, bring them back out, okay, bring out the paints. Let me see if I can catch that image. You know, it's just like one camera, your eyes are camera. You, boom, the bugger go off, okay, go home, you develop it. When you develop it, that means this is, okay, this is the end of this is a photograph of my mind right here. This is just one, this is another one. Things that I do are photographs of my mind, my visions. That's about how I can explain that.
Very good, very good. Kealoha, we have just about a minute left. Would you, I know you have a website, would you tell us what your website address is so people can look at your work?
It's studiokealoha.com.
Say it one more time, please.
Studiokealoha.com.
Good. And do you have a phone number you want to put out on the air?
It's right there.
Okay, very good.
It's right listed right there.
Very good. Kealoha, thank you so much for being with us on the show today. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to have you. Again, you do beautiful pieces of work, and mahalo for being here with us. Thanks for being with us on another segment of Voices of Truth, brought to you by the Kiwani Foundation. I'm Mehuke Kahu Cardwell. Until next time, alohaina, ahui ho.
While working there with the furniture companies in Asia, I came across this technique which is called batik on wood. I saw little jewelry boxes with paintings on them, and I said, if I could learn how to do that, then I can create stuff that nobody else got, you know? And I figured, then I can go back to Hawaii and maybe earn a living, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No kidding.
You know, I've always been like the best in the art class, you know what I mean? You know, when they teach you, you know, from small kid time, I was teaching a teacher, you know what I mean?
No
They was teaching me stuff that I can do that, you know? Okay, you go to the next class, you know what I mean? You know, but as far as, I cannot say this table going to help the Hawaiian nation, you know, I don't know how, unless I sell them and give them the money. You know what I mean?